Roger. I'm Mitch Fromm from USARC, the U.S. Army Reserve, and I represent the 428 Engineer Company.
Can you tell me the mystery event and any challenges with that for you?
The mystery event today was in two parts. The first part was typical NCO drills, inspection, weapons performance, and a PT formation, in which we ran a few exercises. And then the second part was a few obstacles. There was 6 obstacles that we needed to negotiate and transport items or personnel from one area to another.
Can you tell me any Army value that you have strengthened, throughout the competition?
Absolutely. All 7, for sure. It's definitely an honor to be here and represent my command and just to be out here with all the greats from every major command. There was nobody here who disappointed, that's for sure. And just to see everybody doing the job that they're supposed to be doing was fantastic. I was very, very happy to meet people from around the world. If I could have a platoon of just guys like this, we'd get anything accomplished.
How well do you think you've been doing? Do you think you're in the lead?
I'm not even thinking about who's in first or last. I'm taking it like a marathon, just 1 mile at a time. That way I don't get too stressed out or burned out, and I'm just enjoying myself here.
Can you just share an environment? Once the cameras are gone, you guys are done training. What kind of setting you guys have? Between you guys and competitors.
It's a little more relaxed, but it's still very, very professional. Everyone here is just a very professional person. They represent that military bearing that we're all known to have. It's an awesome environment to be in. Everybody's got a wide base of knowledge, even though there's not a whole lot of years of experience here. And it's great to meet all these guys and just take everything I can from them.
As a reserve soldier, do you ever feel like you're an underdog because you don't get as much time, full-time practicing from day to day?
There's definitely a rivalry, a healthy rivalry between the active, the guard, and the reserve, but they're completely different beasts, and they need to be utilized as such. I like to think of active duty as a scalpel, in which they're very precise and they're very good at their specific job, and the reserve is like a hatchet, where it's got a wide berth of knowledge. All these guys have their own civilian jobs, and you got to take that knowledge along with their Army training, and they're still full-time soldiers. They still practice on skills on their off-duty time, but they have that second skill set that needs to be utilized.
And as far as, have you ever heard of the term, obviously, part-time soldier, and sometimes it's almost, the reserve is almost mocked as not being a full, or a full-time army or a real army. How do you respond to such criticism, which may or may not be true?
There are no part-time soldiers. We're all soldiers all the time. There's an ethic that we all live by and we all represent, regardless of where we are. And people know that we're soldiers even out of uniform. It's not the uniform that makes a soldier, it's the person. And so there may be a stigma out there, but it's definitely far from the truth.
What did you expect coming into the competition, and how have those expectations changed throughout it?
I wasn't sure what to train for, so I studied a little bit of everything. Got a wide base of knowledge, which was great because now I know a lot of different levels at which things function. So that was good for me to incorporate not just skills at my level, but know how they work into the full spectrum. Once I finally arrived here, and after waiting a month, which was unbelievable, just kind of aggravating a little bit. Got my nerves going. And I didn't know how to train because of the shutdown, but being here, it's a little surreal, but I'm not taking it all in. It's still 1 mile at a time.
What was your hardest event so far?
My hardest event was Seaburn. I'm not used to using all that mop equipment, and I don't have the resources to train with it, but it was definitely a learning experience for me, and I got a little stronger in that, so I'm just polishing off some skills. And it wasn't mentally challenging, but it was just a muscle memory thing, and being hot, especially when it's 70 degrees out and we're running around in gear for 2 hours, it's put you in a different mindset.
And what skills are you going to take back from the best warrior competition back to your unit?
Meeting new people and gathering all the information I can from them, polishing off whatever skills I had here that weren't exactly the way I wanted them to be, and just being able to adapt to an ever-changing situation. We didn't know what was coming right around the corner every step of the way, but you definitely prepared yourself mentally and emotionally. When you got there, you reacted.